Hey world, this is Ashley Badgett, habit coach and expert, and I'm so excited that I get to be here with you today and help you discover and just discuss something that I'm really passionate about when it comes to habit control because I am your girl you come to when you are procrastinating in your career and you don't know how to move the needle in your business, whether you have tried everything from Tony Robbins videos, affirmations, looking at everything on Instagram, books, and buying all kinds of stuff on Amazon to help you be more productive, drinking loads of coffee, and you still are managing to procrastinate on things. You're not cleaning, you're not chasing your dreams, you're doing these things that are keeping you stuck, and you're not sure why. So, my goal, my job is to help you coach one-on-one within 1 to 2 sessions to overcome procrastination. And today is going to be really interesting because we're going to talk about something that is a lot of people aren't talking about. And before we dive deep into it, I see a couple people joined. I will be saving those to my IGTV so you can watch it later. But if you're joining, let's just engage. Comment below and let's just start by saying, what are you grateful for today? Are you grateful for Instagram Live, Wi-Fi, having a phone, water, something basic, something super? Did you have an accomplishment today? Let's celebrate it. I'll celebrate you, especially if we're in an introverted community because we're all so shy about sharing stuff about ourselves. So let's share it. So why is this talk important? Well, a lot of people don't realize that, like I've always say, procrastination is more about emotion management and not time management. Obviously, both are important, but if you are not taking care of your wellness and your mental and emotional health, it's going to be so much more difficult to make to-do lists, get things done, and really accomplish your goals on a day-to-day basis. And what I do with clients, I often, I'll coach them, but then I'll send a follow-up email on tips on how they can synergistically work with their environment, their physiology, their mind, and their the tools that I gave them in the session to really move forward, because humans are complex beings and we require complex solutions often to move us forward in our goals. It's not as easy as reading a book or using an affirmation or calling a friend when we're sad and then having them give us a pep talk. We have chemicals going on in our brain that can, if they're not balanced, it can really throw us off and really, sometimes cause us to be, out of commission for days, weeks, or months, or sometimes even years. So why did I title this video, this IGTV, plant-based wellness and procrastination or productivity? Because I have been using, thank you, someone said good point, like right on. I have been using, I jumped on the CBD bandwagon, right? And I was like, I don't know, it's kind of trendy, everyone's using it, I don't really know, but I'll try it. And I have been using plant-based remedies by default since I was a kid. I was allergic to everything. Over-the-counter medicine gives me vertigo. I've had allergic reactions, ended up in the ER with medication. So I'm someone who's highly sensitive to traditional medicine, and I have to use plant-based. It's part of my values, but it's also something I have to do by default. So I was like, I want support for my mood and my brain function, because when I'm in a better mood, I'm more productive. That's just common sense. Like, we've all felt that. Like, when we're feeling confident, when we're feeling like we're in the flow, we get more done. And so I'm an entrepreneur. I don't rely on anyone but me. I don't have anyone telling me when to check out and check in. And if I'm not in a good mood and I'm not getting shit done, I don't eat. And that's a fact. So it's so important for me to make sure that I have a stable mood. And so one of the things that I'm so glad I discovered, in addition to nootropics and like lion's mane, is CBD. And there's science behind it. CBD is from the hemp plant, and it works with our body's natural endocannabinoid system. So we actually produce similar things in our body that the hemp plant does. And when we consume CBD, it's just we have receptors that are grabbing onto it and to help us maintain homeostasis. And so I'm not going to bore you with the science. I'm a science nerd, so I'm not going to bore you with the science. But it's so beneficial to find things that will work with our body's natural symptoms to help us maintain, to help us support ourselves and our mood and our brain function and our immune system. When we're healthy, we're more productive. You know, it's like people, employees, unfortunately, when they're always sick and they're not showing up to work, they're calling in sick, they are a liability to the company that they work for. They're a liability to their clients if they have a client-based entrepreneur service, right? So finding things that you can add to your toolbox in life, in your kitchen, in your medicine cabinet, wherever it is, that are going to help you naturally support your immune system and your mood, you're going to be more productive and you're going to be reaching your goals faster, sooner. And so let's talk about CBD itself. I've been using something called HempWorks, and HEMPWORX. They named it that because the founder they were really sick and they started using CBD and they realized, oh, this shit works, right? And so they founded a company, but they founded their own company because it is unregulated industry. CBD is an unregulated thing. It's not approved by the FDA because it's not a drug. And because of that, there's a lot of posers out there. There's a lot of people that will just put on the label that they have CBD in it, maybe 700 mg or 1500 mg, and they'll go and take it to a laboratory and find out that it's not in the bottle at all. There's more metals than CBD. So they wanted to have a product that was actually in the bottle, that was on the label, that they match, that you're selling something, you're buying something that you think you're getting, right? That's being advertised. So that's why I really like this product. A friend recommended it to me. My mood has been more stable. I've been more productive, and I've just loved it. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. But if you're someone who's like driving around town, or you're seeing on Instagram and you're not sure if CBD is for you, definitely see if it is from a company that is doing a third-party testing. Third-party testing meaning that, it's not just going from farm or lab to the consumer, that is actually going to a third non-biased party that is not going to be paid to tell you what's in it, non-biased. So that's going to ensure quality. I recommend definitely supporting American or domestic farms and non-GMO, not genetically modified, okay? Because the less chemicals and the less modified it is, the more pure it is, the more those natural cannabinoid receptors in your body are going to latch into it, the more you're going to have that plant-based support naturally. Let's see what else, and go ahead and throw some questions if you have CBD questions in there. But it's another thing that I really love about the product HempWorks that I've been using, because I love natural and I need natural, is that it uses CO2 extraction from the hemp plant. So the hemp plant grows, and there's all these cannabinoids, over 100 cannabinoids, probably even more, like a ton of cannabinoids. THC is one that we all know from marijuana, right? But CBD is another one, and you can either extract it with chemicals like ethanol, it's a filter, like chemicals or ethanol, or you can actually extract it with CO2. So that is going to be the most natural way to do it. I'm just, sharing what I've learned, and you can find do your own research, but these are things that are really going to help you, if you decide to use CBD, get a really good quality product. Now, since my goal and my job, again, is to help my clients learn how to manage stress and anxiety synergistically with their body, their mind, their environment, so that they are overcoming procrastination. And if you know me for a while, I'm also a habit coach, so I do other things besides procrastination, like nail biting, smoking, drinking, these types of habits that people don't want, eating habits. It's all about stress management and anxiety management. And so because this product from HempWorks had such a profound effect on me personally, I reached out to them and I was like, I want to be able to recommend this to my clients, because if they are using coaching and getting mindset coaching, and they can have this, they will be unstoppable. It'll be something that they can just move forward so much faster, and it's plant-based. There's no side effects. They don't have to take drugs. There's no side effects. And so we're working together. We're partners, and I'm really blessed that they actually heard me out. I was like, yeah, let's do this, because we just need, the world is so stressed and the world is so overwhelmed, and everyone is just trying to find their way. And because of all that stress and anxiety, self-medicating, binge drinking, binge eating, turning to unhealthy habits to cope. And if I can help one person really steer in another direction to get to with healthy coping mechanisms, I've done my job, right? So if you're interested, definitely go click my link in bio. You'll want to click my link in bio, and you'll see there's a link to shop these CBD products with HempWorks. Not only that, they have tinctures. You'll see that there's different concentrations from like 500 to I think 1500. But if you're not sure which one to get, I can't tell you which one to get, because it really just depends on like your body weight, if you're on other medications, your tolerance. So you'll want to consult your doctor if you feel like you don't know which concentration to get, which mg to get, right? And it's really cool that they have flavors like lemon lime, watermelon, cinnamon, natural. If you don't like flavors, they have a natural one too. Because sometimes, to be honest, I'm not into flavors, but they have watermelon guava and peppermint, and they just have so much variety. So let's talk about really quickly, they're from an organic farm, no GMO, they have lots of flavors, third-party testing, and plant-based wellness from the hemp plant, CO2 extraction, no synthetic, it's just like pure CBD, working with your body's natural system. And you'll discover, I made some notes because I love notes, because I want to add as much value and not forget anything at all in our short time together. No artificial flavors. It has an entourage effect, meaning that there's many cannabinoids from the actual hemp plant that our existing CBD is usually just like one that many people talk about, but there's many of them, and so they all work together to help you support your mood, support your immune system, and support brain function. And so that's called the entourage effect. They're all working together. Like, how cool is that? They're taking the work out of it for you. And you can get a tincture with CBD or without, with THC or without. Like, how cool is that? So it has a THC amount that is not going to get you high. So if you're worried about drug testing, you might want to get the one without the THC. But in the end, you can get either one, and they have the same like benefits. So again, do your own research to see how it supports mood, lower anxiety, things like that. You can also get creams for muscle tension relief, shampoo, hemp conditioner, hemp hair mask. There's so many beautiful products, vegan bath bombs. So when you have those self-care days, when you get to be productive and you've worked your ass off and you want to relax, get those CBD bath bombs and really have that muscle relief. A lot of people, a lot of doctors, I just talked to someone on Clubhouse, a doctor who works out and uses CBD for muscle relief. And it's such a beautiful company, has such high quality. Really glad to be partnering with them and offer not only my clients, but you guys too. So you'll want to click my link in bio to discover all that they have to offer and make your purchase. And then just like, hit me back, like message me and say how it worked out for you, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. And the best thing is it has a money back guarantee. So when you get your bottle, you can actually go on their website and put in like your receipt number, or there's like a number on the bottle, I forget, but you can actually go on their website and plug that number in. It'll tell you what the third party lab that tested it, to see what's in it, to see if there's any metals in it, how much CBD is in it. It's going to tell you all of that. And If you're not getting the results you like, if you don't like when you pull up the lab results and see what's in it, and you're like, this is just not for me, it has a 60-day money-back guarantee, which many CBD people, from other friends and family I've talked to, don't offer a money-back guarantee. It's like what you get, if it's good or if it's bad, you spend your money and it's gone. So at least they're willing to stand by their product, and that's more than we can ask for. There's so much misinformation out here these days, so really refreshing to see a company, especially a plant-based company, that's willing to stand by their product. So let's see, I think we have some questions. Sorry, I have to sleep because I'm from Germany. Good night. Okay, thanks for tuning in. They have a lot of CBD people saying good point, and I'm really glad that everyone could join today. But yeah, definitely, if you're not using CBD, which you should because it's helped me so much, and I'm not going to say you should, but I highly recommend it because it's just really nice to work with your body's natural system in a natural way, things from Mother Earth to help us out, and you won't get high, and it's just such a valuable product. I'm really passionate about it, and I can't wait to try the shampoos and stuff. There's so many things on my list I want to get, so it's on my wish list, and I just ran out, so I just reordered. So as soon as I get more in the mail, I will do another video to show you how I use it and more of that. But like I said, if you're not going to use CBD, definitely explore your own research. Ask your friends and family. Look online to see what other remedies are there for you to naturally improve your mood, and lower anxiety, manage stress, so that you can be more productive. And then once you're productive, finding ways, like I said, using the vegan bath bombs, finding ways to recover from that stress, because that's going to help you build tolerance to stress. The more that it's just like, this is one last tip before I go. It's when you are starting a workout routine, right? Maybe you never worked out and now, or it's been a long time and you start again. So you are going to the gym and you're putting that stress on your body and you're lifting weights, right, for instance. And maybe it's the 5 pounds or 10 pounds. You're putting that stress and you go away, your muscles are hurting for a few days, but then you come back and after a week or a month, you're lifting the 15 and the 20 pounds. That is a formula for the stress that you put on yourself, that you expose yourself to. You're recovering intentionally, and then when you come back to the stress, you have a tolerance to it, so you can do more. So that is my last tip for you, is to learn how to expose yourself to stress and recover from it in a nice, natural way, and that's going to honor your mind, body, and spirit. And that way, when you go back to work or a stressful situation, you have a tolerance to it. So it's not stressing you out as much, and you can actually do more for longer. And it's a beautiful formula that you can use to your advantage. So if you have tips, if you have questions, DM me. And if you want to have more courage, confidence, and productivity, especially if you're an introvert and you're looking to just overcome procrastination, if you have a heartfelt project that you've had and you're not getting to it, you'll want to DM me or book a call so that we can talk and see how we can get you to be more productive. If money is an issue, if you're like, damn, I would really like to work with Ashley, I just can't afford it. So a lot of times we'll assume something and we'll make an ass out of ourselves. If you're assuming that I'm super high priced or something like that, or if I'm not flexible, hey, I've been borderline homeless and I needed help before. So I had to piecemeal little tips from here and tips from there and read this book and that YouTube video and this, then that, and try to figure it out. But I've done all that. So I'm just going to share with you everything that I know to get you from point A to point B, and in a shortest amount of time possible, so that you can be more successful in the shortest amount of time possible. So if it's money that you're worried about and that's why you're not booking a call or DMing me, please put that worry aside and we'll work together and we'll find a way. So if you're just joining, I'm saying, if it's money that you're worried about, that you feel like I want to work with Ashley, but I can't, please DM me or call me and we will figure it out, because we are all in this together. We are all trying to figure out how to get from point A to point B, overcome our internal shit, and work with our mind and our environment so that we can achieve our goals, reach our goals sooner than later, because we don't get a redo, right? And we don't have the chance to repeat yesterday or repeat our last year. We only have right now. And if we're trying to just overthink and say, well, I want to work with them, but they're too expensive, and you're not really reaching out to see how much they even charge, how do you know? How do you know if they're not willing to work with you, if they have a payment plan, or if they have, discount codes or a trade or something else? We're all in this together. And that's where I'm coming from. I really want to add as much value to as much people as possible. I don't know if I have tomorrow or the next day or next year. So if I can just be as value and work one-on-one and help other people reach their goals, then, I did my job, because I don't want to go back to retail. I don't want to go back to a call center. I don't want to go back to a restaurant job. And a lot of us don't. A lot of us have really good ideas on how we can improve our life, improve the world, or have a product or a business that's sustainable, that's going to provide for us and our families. But if closed mouths don't get fed, so if you're not asking what the logistics are, what the pricing is, what it means to work with a coach or a therapist or anything, you're never going to know. And you're just going to be piecemealing stuff on your own, trying to figure it out. And that can just be a world and universe to figure out in and of itself. So go to someone who's been there and done that can teach you, and in a very short period of time, whether it's me or someone else. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. So definitely, really quick, I'm all about plant-based wellness, because when you are well, you're more productive. When you have a more stable mood, you're more willing to be more productive and have that tunnel vision to get your goals finished. And to do that, One Way CBD, there's a GMO Free organic CBD that I'm partnering with. Click my link in bio and explore them. You want to get one for yourself. Watermelon, lime, cinnamon, natural. They have so many good flavors, and when you take them, supporting that mood, immune system, and brain function that you need to get you through your productive day, right? So I'm really excited that I got to be on this live today. I'm going to save it to my IGTV for later, probably even YouTube. And I'm really glad that anyone and everyone got to join today. I hope the universe is blessing you and your family, and that you can smile about at least one thing today. And I look forward to seeing you on the next live. So take care, everyone. Bye. Thanks for joining.